Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. There we go. So today we are talking about marketing from day zero. And the reason I say day zero is because it doesn't matter if you're an agent, a prospective agent, you can use everything that we're talking about here to work for you. We're at the Breakfast Club, and I'm your presenter today, Bryce Simmons. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Hopefully, we are going to brighten up this day, and instead of being so cloudy outside, it'll be a little more sunny. And if it's not outside, it will be sunny today. So a couple of things I want us to remember. First, it's 80% of our profit comes from 20% of our clients. So you want to treat these people like the VPs, the VIPs that they actually are, okay? Selling more things is not a bad thing. More people buying equals obviously more revenue. And if you can't sell more people, what you can do is you can sell more products. And inside UWE, we don't need to sell the most people. We don't need to sell the most products. We need a little mixture of both. But don't just focus on one. You want to be versatile. You want to make sure that you're utilizing all facets. Next, when it comes to selling on needs begets loyalty, but selling on people who want things begets repeat business. And what do I mean by that? There's a desire-based buying and there's a need-based buying. When a person buys because they need, i.e. milk, gasoline, their mortgage, their rent, stuff like that, they're only going to spend money when they need to do so. With this business, everyone needs our services, but showing a person that they need the services doesn't always benefit them. But what you show them is that need can be something that they want to do. Because I'll use my sister as an example. I told her back in, I want to say 2000, probably 17 or earlier, you need to start checking your credit on Credit Karma. Oh, I don't need Credit Karma. I don't care about my credit. It's not that important. And now she's 28, she's married, she's looking for a house. And she's like, I have so much work to do. My husband has so much work to do. I said, this is why I was trying to tell you. But it's because of the fact I didn't build the picture for her, showing her the value of what credit actually can do for her. And now that she sees her husband, because he's one of my agents, now that she sees what he's doing and how the budgeting actually helps a lot, how the savings tool helps a lot, she's like, oh, I see the value in it. Now I want to make sure that I get involved in this. So it is our jobs to make sure that we're showing people that there is a need, but that they want this need and that they want to be a little more proactive with it because it's going to only help them. It's not going to hurt them. Okay. And then next you have clients buy for an experience. When someone buys, they can feel good about it, but the goal is for them to feel amazing. And when a person buys, the other option is they want to buy because they're solving a problem. Inside of our business, people want to feel good about having better credit, but having better credit doesn't really mean everything to me. I'll say for me, as an example, I don't care about having great credit. What I do care about is having a nice house, having a nice car, giving my daughter the lifestyle that she deserves, and giving my wife the lifestyle that she deserves because she's been by my side since the very beginning. All right. Next, you want to always focus on clients. We all know this, but that has to be at the forefront of our mind. And then you have to make everything you do fun and exciting. Give everything that you do an oomph, shine a light on everything, and have people being mesmerized by your energy. All right. So let's get started from the beginning. So we all see the cute little teddy bear, but what's wrong with him? He's got some questions. So questions that I want you to ask yourself. First, why market? And the reason that you want to market is so you can, you don't have to sell through just personal one-on-ones. Yes, we can all talk from one person to the next person, but the reason that you want to have marketing is your brand begins to create revenue for you. And though you have to sleep and you have to rest, your brand never sleeps. So the more people know your brand, the more people are hearing your name, the more people start buying into your brand starts building you revenue versus you having to build your revenue. And that's why we all decided to start a business. We didn't start a business to work full-time. We started a business so the business would pay us full-time. Okay. How do I start? You want to share, you want to use word of mouth. You can talk to friends through your network, social media, ads, and simple texts. When do I start? You can start on day zero, like I said in here. The faster people know about what they are doing, the better. Okay. Or the faster that people know what you are doing, the better. Who do I focus on and who do I talk to? You talk to anybody where it fits. And I'm going to use Appless because she's the second person I see on my screen, and I'm going to use Tasha. Appless, I know if I talk to her and I've known her for a little while, I know talking about real estate is something she's interested in talking about. So I'm going to focus my network and my thought process on what benefits her. It's not about me. My goal is to communicate with her. And then when I talked to Tasha, I remember Tasha said she was moving, she was getting up, she was basically uprooting herself and completely moving. I want to focus on people who may not have the foundation of being at home. Cater your marketing to the people that you're communicating with. People, there's extroverts, there's introverts. I'm an extremely extroverted person. If I'm scared, I'm still going to do it. But other people, they have to analyze the situation. So you want to make sure you're communicating on their level. Okay. What do I do? You got to open your mouth and share what you do. Let people know. It doesn't matter if you're posting, it doesn't matter if you're communicating, just let people know what you're doing. And the big one that people ask, does it cost? Yes, it does cost. It costs a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and some breath out of your mouth. I'm sure that those things are valuable, but I'm sure that if you utilize them right, they'll pay you back more than more than they're taking away from you. All right. So let's get started on the big opening topic and what we're talking about today. Marketing in UWE in order. And this is, I broke it down in this exact order because I feel like a person starting from day zero should start with this as topic one and work through the list. All right. So first one is trial runs. And I don't know if Jabari is on here, but if he is, I want to thank him for making this as simple as possible because I'm a person who's over analytical. As you guys can see, I talk a lot. And I want to make sure that this is as simple as it possibly can be. So what is a trial run? Oh, sorry. I'll go through all of the things first because I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So we have trial runs. Next is posting. Next is discussions with upline. Then we go into webinars, events, and then you're going to take off with cooking with Crisco. So it's trial runs. Yeah, the focus is you want to make sure that you are learning about what the business has to offer. But if you're a little scared and you don't have the cash, this is focused on those people who are prospective agents who aren't ready to start today. Okay. So what are trial runs? They're a way to basically market yourself, market the business and what we are doing so that you can have other people see what you're doing so you can get those potential leads to start closing business. Why are they used? They're again used to market to people at no cost to yourself, utilizing what's already been done in order to close potential business. How are they used? You post them on your Facebook. You can use them on, I personally use them inside Facebook as well as inside my phone. And you basically send it out. People read it. The masses start gathering in the information and start responding to you. When do I use them? From day one, or in this case, day zero. You don't need anything special. They've already been created for you. You're just copying and pasting. And when someone responds to you, you tie into the person who connected you to the business and have them follow up so they can teach you how to do this the proper way. Okay. So a couple other things I want to bring up about trial runs before I go on to the next pieces. These again is for agents who are prospective who can't get started today, and they're the people who say, "Let me get paid," or "I need to save up for this." Let me have a conversation with my spouse. I need to do my research. This is a free solution so that they can see the value. They can post now and get paid by the following Thursday. And then it allows leads to start coming in. To start, you can then explain, oh, well, if you have these 7 people who want to get started today, if you get started today, that will be $300 is going to cost you. You just made your $300 back because you have 7 people want to get started. Now you have a $400 profit. Whoa, that makes much more sense. Money is no longer an issue. So next we're going to go into posting. Okay. What is posting is about? You want to ask yourself these following questions. First, who am I? Next, what do I like? How can I be authentic and genuinely me? And how does this make me feel, or does this make me feel something? And then where am I going with this post? And why do I ask these questions? People don't really care about your business as much as you do. Actually, I'm not going to say they really don't. They really don't care about your business as much as you do. It doesn't matter if you're in real estate. It doesn't matter if you're in insurance like myself. It doesn't matter if you're in construction. It doesn't matter. You're going to always be more passionate about your business than people are. But what attracts people to your page is, what are you doing that they like? So everybody says, I want people who are like me. Well, how are you going to attract people who are like you? By posting things that describe yourself. What do you like? What is authentically and genuinely about you? Does this make you feel something? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel moved by this? And where are you going with this post? After you're talking about all these other things, you want an end goal in mind. By having that end goal, you're going to utilize the traffic you've created on your page to then go into leading them into your business. All right. You want to share things that make you happy, excited, and motivated, but you also want to make sure that you're sharing things that are fun, that are and captivate people. And then you attract more people that you like, that are like you, by being your authentic self. So next we're going to go to your upline. Now, I want a lot of people to pay attention to this. Upline is whether you're started or you haven't started, they are a great resource. They have gone through everything you've gone through for the most part. And if they haven't gone through it, someone in their upline has gone through it, thus allowing you to have access to them. Okay. They are the professional. Utilize them to know how to conduct yourself and to conduct business properly. And they are the lifeline. Thus, they are the GOAT. And for those who don't know what the GOAT is, it's good at all things. So I want you to look at them. Yes, they are human. Yes, they may not be in the business as long as you would like them to be, but look at them in that way so that it gives you that energy. Because when you feel good about the people that you're working with, it's a lot easier to do business. When you feel less attracted in a business sense to that person, you're less eager to do business with them. And having that attractive feeling about your upline allows you to feel the best about yourself. And when you feel the best about yourself, you produce the most. Okay. So this is all forms of marketing in different ways. You're marketing to yourself and you're marketing to those around you. And then last, you want to market your upline so that when it's time to do a three-way call, you're edifying your upline, making sure that you have a mutual respect. Because if you do that properly, many people may respect a title, but more people appreciate receiving respect or seeing a subordinate, i.e. a downline, receiving respect. So for example, if I use Jabari, I'm going to show him that edification. I'm going to talk very highly about him. But when I get on the phone, he's going to talk highly of me. When the people that I'm communicating with hear that I'm being respected by my upline, this guy doesn't owe this guy anything. He's talking so highly about Bryce. It's a mutual respect. And now the people who are coming on board now want to work with us, whether it's a client, whether it's an agent, or just a prospect in general. All right. So next, we have webinars. Okay. Now, a couple different examples are the Breakfast Club. The reason why I want everybody to start utilizing this, because this is probably what's helped me the most. When you are marketing the Breakfast Club, you can tell everybody on your team who started about it. What's nice about it, though, is you are becoming close to the team. You're able to ask questions that you can't ask in other places. Okay? You're able to let people know who you are and thus brand yourself. People on here know who Bryce Simmons is. People know here understand at least somewhat how I think. People know how I speak. People, when I meet them in person, they're like, oh, that's Bryce, because I've created a Bryce brand. Okay. And you're able to get practice at getting in front of people. Tasha, I've noticed, has come out of her box a little bit. She's spoken a lot more. I didn't know who Tasha was before. Even at Bless, they say that they're so shy and they're a little more introverted, but I've heard them talking so much more in the past couple of weeks because they're creating a brand and they're feeling more comfortable within themselves. So that's the foundation. And then you want to volunteer to add value. I volunteered to take these Wednesdays because I wanted to see certain things happening in the business. We always want, but aren't willing to give And now I finally decided I'm going to give, and now this giving is starting to pan out. It's adding value to you guys, and I'm going to share a secret with you. By me sharing this with you, I'm teaching myself. By teaching myself, yes, I'm selfish, but it's helping you as well as helping myself. So I want people to take that into consideration as well. Next, we have power of credit. The biggest thing that we should be marketing and sharing with other people, because your goal is to get as many people in front of this opportunity. You don't have to sell anybody on anything. Get them to see it. Let the professionals do all the work for you. We're leading the prospects to see what this is, how it can work for them. The professionals are going to be the ones selling all this to them for free. It doesn't cost anything. Then by you watching, you're now learning what the products are. You're learning how to present and in different styles. Aples may explain in one way. Bryce may explain in another way. Keisha may explain in another way. Tasha may explain in another way. Penelope may be explaining in another way. Take everything from everybody, cater it to what works for you, and then present to the masses. And next, we have personal Zooms. I don't recommend this until after you're elite, but we have upline who and crossline and leaders who have essentially paved the way on teaching us how to present. By making sure that you are telling your team as well as yourself, get onto these calls, learn how to present. You are now building an asset and mindset as well as skill set that you can now duplicate and then have your business grow a lot faster. Okay. And then this way you don't have to depend on your upline all the time. If things have, like I had to, there was times when Jabari was very busy. I had to teach myself quick how to do the presentation. And now that we have this new presentation, I have a learning curve. It's time for me to learn. Okay. And then people will see that you're competent and capable. People care more about what they're seeing you do versus what you're saying that you're going to do. Right now I'm talking. That doesn't offer any real value. But if people are seeing me taking these things, applying them to life, that is me marketing myself, thus allowing people to have them a lot more trust in me, wanting to work with me. Next, we have VP University and Alliance. I hope I spelled that. Alliance Nation properly. What is this? You want everybody on your team to be getting to this. Why? Because it's educating them on all facets of the business, whether it's mindset, whether it's sales, whether it's best practices, how to grow their business, how to utilize their products, how to cater and communicate to the masses. Okay. You want to become I want to say a machine in the way that you work, and you want to be a consultant in the way that you think and operate, but you want to make sure that you have you want to make sure you're palatable to people. People don't feel like you're coming off abrasively. And then a big thing is you want to learn how to the income producing activities, or IPAs. That's all learned through these programs. Okay. And the best part about this, you're getting all of this knowledge that a college degree most of the time doesn't give you this kind of stuff in 2 hours. A 2-hour commitment every Monday. You can't ask for more. Get people on these calls. Next, you have your Super Saturdays, which are virtual. And again, those are absolutely free. You have an opportunity to expose everybody to this opportunity, and it doesn't cost you a single thing. So now we're starting to really cook with Crisco. Next, we have events. Oh, what happened? All right. Sorry for that. My page is not working. All right. Well, you guys are going to see what's going to be talked about next. So with events, you have your pop-up events. Pop-up events can allow you to brand yourself, show people that you're having fun and what you're doing, and letting people see that you are a person who is going somewhere, getting things done in a fun, attractive way. Next, you have your Wealth and Wine, or PBRs. It's a more professional setting so that you have an opportunity to meet more professional people. And what's nice about that is the potential it gives you is to meet new clients, meet new agents, meet new partners. And I mean partners I may be a insurance agent and I'm looking for a loan officer to get me more leads. That's a nice partnership. And then you have external team members where if I'm an insurance or a real estate agent, I can utilize different real estate agents in different cities and states to close more business. And for the real estate agents, you guys know what I mean by having those external team members. Then you have live Super Saturday. All people are welcome. what you're going to do is you're going to grow your team, you're going to grow your mindset, you're going to grow your belief. And with all of that, that grows your motivation, grows your network. And with that, you're now able to move forward faster and more effectively. And what's nice is this is all a dedicated location that focuses on how to get away from all of the craziness that's happening in the world and really tie you into this business on getting everything that you need done as fast as you need to get it done. And last but not least, you have your convention, which I haven't had the pleasure of being at one, but I can only imagine it's going to be bigger than a Super Saturday, where you get to meet people who have done things that you wish that you could do, who are making money that you wish you could make, and understanding that there's people from all walks of life have this available to you, and you're getting access to it. These people can charge thousands of dollars for their knowledge, and you're getting it for pennies on the dollar. Take advantage of that. Okay. So we're going to close out very shortly. I want you to remember 2 R's. The 2 R's are repeat and remind. You want to repeat this whole process over and over and over and over again. But the reminder is keep each of the keep this in mind, where with each of these events, it presents an opportunity to then cultivate tons of free content. You can drop pictures. You have information that you can be sharing people. You have lives that you can share with people. People want to see what you're doing. They want to be, people only want to follow you if you're doing something that's worth their time, as well as being attractive. You being at all these events, doing all these things constantly. I constantly see Jabari dropping stories. And at first I was like, why is he always on these stories? But then I'm like, he's at this wedding, he's at this event, he's doing this thing. I'm like, it's not that he's being what's the word I'm looking for? Pompous or arrogant. That's not the word, but you guys have an idea. But it's about the fact that people are looking at what he's doing. Oh, what is it? Why is he always having all this fun? Now, because of that, they're going to go out and ask him, hey, Jabari, what do you do? Why are you here? Oh, you're in my town? Can we link up? It's a way of marketing. And it's free. Okay. So to finish this out, this is our second to last slide. You want to get the fastest results possible. The way that you're going to do that is through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook, I recommend a business page and groups. I also do use my personal page. And I use my personal page for talking about my family. I do have a little bit of business on there, but people are not going to even look at my business page unless they are pulled into it by an ad. But if I have my business page tied to my personal page, they can see all of my personal stuff, seeing my daughter, seeing what she's doing, seeing the things I'm doing in my life. And they'll see that I work for myself. What does he do? They click my in my bio. Bryce is a CEO and founder of Bryce Simmons Enterprises LLC. They click it, then taking them to my business page where they see all of my business related things, keeping my business and my personal separate. What's also nice is utilizing yourself, going into groups, letting people know what you're doing professionally, letting people know the value that I can bring to them, letting people know what value there is out there, and that partnering with you is mutually beneficial. All right. Next, you have your Instagram. I have a business page, Instagram. I do have personal stuff on there, but having a business page allows people to contact you, reach out to you, engage with you, and having that I guess virtual storefront on the computer, what it allows you to do is then travel across the world in a matter of seconds with little to no cost at all. And then a way that I need to get better at myself is reels and lives. Go live, because what's nice is the more people who engage with you, the algorithm works in your favor and only works in your favor. So the more people who see you, the more people the algorithm wants you to be seen by. Thus, you're now marketing to people that you wouldn't have had access to because of the fact that your posts only go to the people who can see your post, unless you're hashtagging. But if you're doing reels and lives, people are sharing that information that seems valuable to people in their network. Thus, they are now marketing for you. Okay. And then TikTok by far is the best program that you can be using that's available right now, because it's free. And yes, there's a lot of stupidity, a lot of fun on there, but it's a place that most professionals are diving into right now, because by dropping content, that content can be reused and reused and reused and reused and reused, but it's shared among so many different people you can potentially go viral now, free marketing, with doing little to nothing. And while you're going live, people from all over the place who have been watching your content are now being the ones who see what you're posting and what you're talking about. And now you may drop a nugget that benefits them. Now they want to know, hey, can you share information with me? You've just marketed yourself for free. So now that people want to work with you and you have access to them, and you may not even know where they live. Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to drop before I forget is with social media, you always want to have content being dropped. Don't let yourself go 5 days without dropping some content. I don't care if you're just dropping on Facebook. I don't care if you're just dropping on Instagram. I don't care if you're just dropping on TikTok. Make sure that you're always dropping content. We all have been in the place where we've kind of forgot about these things, but make sure you're doing that. And the last thing is, I saw Keisha talk about this earlier, was DMs are great. Texting information can work, but voice memos are 1,000% or 1,000 times better and more personable, because when you're talking to a person, they know that you're not just this robot clicking a repeat button, repeat button, repeat button. This is a message that's strictly for me. You're using my name. I can hear your voice, and it doesn't sound like you're being a recorded robot. So I just wanted to drop that in. Now, we were talking about the fastest results. Now we want to talk about the best results. So this is the process that I want you to follow. Now, hopefully you guys can see this, but what it says here is you want to use what has already been created. Next, you want to market with intention. You want to know your numbers, refine what works and delete what doesn't, save the best material. Then you want to automate and duplicate. So starting on this topic here, using what's already been used, we have Band, we have Telegram, we have Upline social media, we have marketers, we have influencers. Do not try to figure out how to do all this over. It's already been done, just add to it. Moving on to marketing with intention, have an end goal in mind. Don't just market to market. You want to make sure that you're marketing so that there's an end goal being achieved. Next, you want to know your numbers. You want to track your marketing. DOT form. If you guys want, I can send you an interactive DOT form that I created. It tells you how many people you've talked to today, how many people you've interacted with, how many things you've marketed with. And as you add it, it's going to tally all that information for you. So you don't have to know how many people I talked to in Q1, how many people I interacted with in Q1. It's going to tell you all of that. It does it all for you. All you have to do is add the numbers for each day. And I've already put it into dates. I've already put it into weeks. I've already put it into months. And the months are actually correlated with our 445 calendar. So you don't have to do any work, just add the numbers in and all of your information will be there. Okay. And then you want to refine what works and delete what doesn't. That's self-explanatory. Save your best material. I learned this actually from all of the leaders in this business. I'll drop the document in the chat, Keisha. Thanks for yeah, Keisha's iPhone. And then Nate has been doing this. Keisha's been doing this. I've seen all of our Pinnacle. I've seen everybody doing this. They utilize YouTube to drop their information on there. Now they're saving the material so that if they need a reference, they can go back to it. So make yourself a free YouTube account, and you don't have to share it with anybody. But now you have something that you can save this for in and be able to review it later and not lose any of these gold nuggets that you've been dropping. Next, you want to automate. One thing that I'm using right now is the Boards app. If you haven't used it yet, I recommend checking it out. I don't want to take too much time on it, but it's a great tool, and I'm using it for my team, and my team loves it. And then having the automations, you're then able to duplicate. You're going to create so many of you in your business that your business grows without you doing anything ever. If I have 5 Bryces on my team, I'm never going to have to work ever again. All I need is 5 Bryces, just 5. If I have 5 of me, I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. I don't have them yet, but that's simple. So once you do this in this order and you follow this placement, you'll reach a point of such serenity and such a zen-like state that you have perfect balance of your business, and your business won't have any chance but only to grow. So with that, I'm done. Thank you guys for hearing me out.
Wow, Bryce, thank you. I pulled over to listen to your training, and it was amazing. I know you said you really worked hard on it, but I loved it because it just gave, and I took some notes as.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Sorry, can you hear
Okay, we
me?
can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I said I was taking some notes and listening to you, because I think this really gives a broad overview of what we do, the tools that we have, how we can use them. And I think on these breakfast clubs and these events, we're actually breaking down each one of the things that you're talking about. So here it is what we have when you join our team. This is how we're going to help you. This is what we're doing, and then everyone takes a piece. So, thank you so much, first of all, for taking Wednesday. I mean, for, really focusing on Wednesday, like that's your baby, that's your thing. And again, we talk about the people on this call don't necessarily make you money, but we know that that's not what it's about. It's about relationships, it's about personal growth. And this is helping you also, like you mentioned to me, is helping you to grow to a better person. So I appreciate that. But I loved how you edify the uplines and why they're important. Some people think they come into this and, far-fetched example, but we always say you're a brain surgeon. You know about how to do surgery on the brain. That doesn't mean you know how to show people and help them with financial literacy and credit. So allow your uplines to help you to do that and why that's important. And I really loved how you broke out all of the meetings and how that was important, right? The different meetings that we have, especially, the Breakfast Club has really helped a lot of people get out of their shell. um, you have the power of credit, right, which we really need to get people on. So these are the things that we need to break down and remind people on every meetings. Hey, the company has done are doing 5 or 6 a day. Use them, maybe show them how to use it, how to invite, so we can break all of this down. The Breakfast Club, like I mentioned, learning about credit on Thursdays. I know Tanisha, Nikki Faya, Penelope, Diane, they're really, really focusing on educating, because some people just don't want to sign people up. They want to be able to explain to them why this works or how to help them better with their credit. They go into really deep education. So, letting people know we do that on Thursdays. Then, we kind of slacked off on the Tuesday practice presentations because I felt like we had the same people over and over. But maybe now digging into that and really committing people, hey, today's your day to practice the presentation. Let's do that. And I know that that has allowed Atlas, for example, to go out and do an event and become a vendor and be comfortable at the table. I know she did that already, being comfortable at the table, being able to talk to people. And then and then practicing the presentation, like she did really good. Corey, I mean, everyone that has been on there just being more comfortable practicing that. You have Nate's working session that he just started, and that's actually, doing the DMOs and kind of going through, actually calling, reaching out, included in that. If it's earlier, we could do call-a-thons. I know Tanisha and Nikki Fire used to do that a lot. The Wealth and Wine, the home buyer seminars like we had this week. So plugging into all of those, because you got different prospects that are going to want to go to each one. So I was excited about that. Your point about marketing and Facebook and TikTok. I love what you said when you said, doing those things helps you to travel across the world with little to no cost. So then we get into the marketing. Nate just did a call on the 421 with Jesse Lee and how to go through that and decide what to post for the day and know how important it is to post and what to post. And if you guys look at my reel I did today, it has nothing to do with credit, nothing to do with real estate. It's, something that's my culture. It's a soca song with my daughter, like drinking water. And the song is like drinking water and minding my business. But it was just funny. And people are going to now come to my page and be like, oh, what does she do? Because it's engaging, it's fun, it's exciting. And they want to know that you're happy and, you're excited with what you're doing. And they want to know, hey, how do I join? She doesn't seem fake and a scam, because clearly her daughter's there. And that's how they start trusting you and building those relationships. So I know I said a lot, but I was really excited about everything you talked about. And I appreciate it. So, we'll start, like I said, breaking down these things on training and going from there. So thank you so much, Bryce. Anybody else?
I was gonna jump in real quick, and I know we got others that are gonna jump in, but let me just jump in real quick. Bryce, I'm proud of you, man. Like Keisha said, we talked about this is something that you just want to do because you want to give back, you want to teach. And one of the best ways to really learn something, guys, I've learned early in, even in corporate America, the best way to really learn something is to teach it. So when you can go and teach something, even if it's something you just learned how to do last week, if you can teach it to your son or your daughter, that shows that you were paying attention, because you're going to have to put together all the pieces. Bryce was calling me last night like, hey, Jabari, is this right? I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So in order for him to put together his presentation, he had to fill in all the gaps. So that's a great way, even as an apprentice, to really sharpen your skill, is to go out there and say, you know what? Let me train someone on the things that I've learned, the things that I've heard you say. And then us as leaders, we get a sense of pride because we're like, wow, somebody is receiving what we've been training, right? When I can get confirmation that what we're putting out is being received. And so big shout out to you, Bryce, for stepping up and doing this, even when it doesn't necessarily benefit you. This is powerful. This goes to show how authentic you are, how genuine you are. And just like Keisha was saying, our organization, guys, our downline was built organically. We didn't stack people. We didn't just sign people up and then, just stay on for 3 months and let me just get this title and then boom, I don't care what you do after that. We actually fixed people's credit. Keisha actually had student loans that were removed. I actually had stuff off my credit. My score actually went up 300 points, right? So we're very real with how we built this business, and that's how you really create a legacy and have a business that sustains. When we talk about residual income, when we talk about R&R Club, when we talk about get your car paid for, this is going on 3 years now. I've been getting a car payment from the company. That's not just BS. That's because of retention, right? Remember, R&R Club is based on customers and agents actively paying their membership every month or referring those 5 people like we always teach. And then now your membership is free. That's real. If you help enough people go get their 5, you will have your car payment 3 years later like we do. So it's funny to me to hear Bryce say, I'm looking at Jabari's stories. Why is he posting that he's at a wedding? That's what engagement is all about. That's when people trust you. That's when people lock arms with you. That's when people say, you know what? Let me reach out to this person. I literally just had somebody DM me last night as I was laying in bed at midnight on IG, who's watching my stories of me being at a wedding. And she's like, hey, I'm finally ready to get started now. Can you send me the link? And I scroll up. I talked to her 6 months ago. You see? So this is a business that will keep growing and growing and growing and growing if you are authentic, if you are genuine, if you are just being yourself, if you're showing the world consistency, which is what Bryce was saying. You've got to consistently show the world, this is what Jabari's doing. This is what Jabari said he was going to do a year ago. Jabari actually did what he said he was going to do. He did this. He's going to this. He's going to this home buyer event. He's flying to this place. So whether you like me or not, you've got to give me credit when credit is due. Hey, you know what? I may not like Jabari, but he's obviously successful at what he's doing. So I'm going to send him a referral. I'm going to send, when somebody says, hey, who's going to fix credit? They're going to tag me in a post. Even if they didn't become my customer, even if they didn't become my agent, I get tagged in a post on someone else's page where somebody said, who knows a good credit repair person? That person tags Jabari, even though they didn't do business with me. You see? So that's what referral marketing is all about, is about being genuine, being consistent, and showing the world. And like Eric Worre says, tell the world you're going to do it, figure it out later. Figure out how you're going to do it later. Just sign up that you're committing to this. Even if you're not a 6-figure earner today, tell the world, I'm going to be a 6-figure earner in this business. even if you don't know how to do it, even if you don't understand the comp plan, even if you don't know what it takes to get to 6 figures. Tell the world you're going to do it and then figure it out. And then stay consistent and don't stop until you get it done. That's what people want to see. And then once you've done it, the people that were scared to align with you, maybe your warm market that you wanted to join your business, they stayed skeptical. They stayed on the sidelines and watched you become a 6-figure earner with some strangers. Now they want to join your business. Now you're going from 6 figures to 7 figures. So the point is, your posture doesn't change. The posture I have today as an executive vice president, or whatever the new title is the same. Keisha will tell you, is the same posture I had when I called her 4 years ago and we were already friends. And I said, Keisha, you're busy doing closings. You just had a baby. You need to look at this. It's the same posture that I had, didn't I, Keisha? Same posture I had then, same posture I have now, right? So the point is, develop the posture first. Get confident in what you're doing first. The world will follow. But if you aren't confident in what you're doing, who's going to follow you? And all this business is leading people to their goals, to their success. But they got to be on your team in order for you to do that. So the easiest way to recruit people is to just be yourself, be bold, be confident, have posture, go out there, tell the world, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go help 50 single mothers fix their credit and become homeowners. You may not know where they're going to come from, but you got to have the posture to go out and say you're going to do it. And then that's manifestation too. You're speaking it into existence. So now that you've put this promise out there, and if you write it down, that's why it's important to write down your goals, not just say them. There's physiology that comes from when you have a pen and you write it, your body has like muscle memory, and now you've got to act it out. You got to do it. You made a promise that you were going to go enroll 50 people. You got to go do it now. You got to manifest it. So all of these teachings and philosophies and trainings apply to everything in life. This is personal development. This is marketing. This is social media. This is referral marketing. This is team building. This is leadership development. This is everything all in one, and you can apply this to anything. Like Bryce said, this is the level trainings that we do here, which is why I was so impressed. VP University and anything high level is college level and better. I've seen better trainings in this industry than I've seen in corporate America. And I was in corporate America for over 17 years with engineers, MBAs, PhDs. None of them could lead like network marketers. None of them could train like network marketers, period. So this is an industry that is going to force you to grow no matter what. But you got to be all in. You got to be committed. You can't be, one foot in or one ass cheek in, whatever the saying is. You got to go whole ass. You got to go in, okay? Be committed. Show people you are true to what you're doing, to what you're building, and they have no choice but to follow you or refer you. Hey, I'm not really good at what you're doing, but my sister's looking for something. Can I give her your number? Absolutely. Okay, so I don't want to be on my soap dish all morning, but Bryce, shout out to you again. This was powerful. Anybody else that would like to say something? The floor is yours.
Before we continue, I just wanted to, because I want to give people a chance to talk, but I wanted to actually show them this this dot form really quick. So if someone can make me host really quick so I can share my screen, I'd appreciate that. There we go. Thank you. All right. So this is really quick. Hopefully those on your iPhones can see this. Sorry, sharing wrong screen. 1 second. Screen 2. Perfect. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Someone give me a head nod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you don't really need to pay attention to instructions, but this is the instructions. when you first use this, if you're using it this year, you don't have to worry about anything. So we're just going to use an example. Don't touch the reference page. Don't touch the monthly reference page. Don't touch the quarterly monthly page. You want to start at 2022 weekly. This is every business week we have starting from the first day of the month, or first day of the fiscal year to the very, very end. So we're just going to jump into a random day, which is July 10th. If you have done, we'll say 10 marketing promotions, if you were using an ATM group, we'll say 4 3-way calls, you've done 7 trial runs, you've done 5 presentations or PBRs, we've done 3 customer enrollments, you've been doing a lot of business, so we'll just say 9. And consultant enrollments we've had is 3. Now, these are all fake numbers. I understand that's a lot of business for one day, but do you see how it's adding them up down here? Can you guys see that? Or do you need me to zoom in? Are you guys able to see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So they all start adding themselves up. If you go over, it would actually show you that was in the month of our fiscal month, July. Okay. If you go in the quarter, it'll tell you for that quarter how much business you've done. And then what I did is I even added a 10-year snapshot. So you can add this in and do the algorithm properly, and you'll be able to see what your business was looking like each year. Now, I understand the higher level. This is for people like me, but weekly and monthly, these are big deals. So I'm going to use this month as an example. Today is 5/4. So I go back to 5/4. Here's 5/1. So 1, 2, 3. Here's the 4th. So we'll say I did 2 promotions. I got 8 leads, 1 ATM, 1 3-way call. We'll say 5 trial runs, 0. We'll say 2 follow-ups, customer enrollments, 0, customer consultant enrollments, 0, secure cards, 1, credit my rent, 0, student loans. If I go here, today is May, it shows up in May, but because our May is different, I actually have it aligned. So your April, your May, everything falls into what UWE's 445 calendar is. So all of it's already collaborated for you. So you can go in here, completely interact with it. And when it's time to go over the new year, these are all the references. So you can go in there and just change things over. I wanted to share that with you guys so you guys all have access to it. It's on Telegram, it's on WhatsApp if you guys need it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Telegram or WhatsApp so you can ask those questions. But that was it.
That was great value, Bryce. Thank you for that.
No problem. I am done. I'm going to stop talking now.
Yeah, this was a great presentation, Bryce. Always great value. You always come with the heat. And just to echo Jabari and to echo Keisha, I just appreciate you stepping up and, even wanting to, lead and to do this and to, present and to help and to grow yourself and to, share that same energy with the rest of the team. Because you don't got to do it. And so, yeah, we appreciate you, boss. I did want to speak to the posture piece because and I appreciate you talking about just breaking everything down from the upline to the events and all of that. A lot of us, like it was said, a lot of us come into this business thinking that we can, do it, especially if we have prior sales experience or if we have, prior experiences. We think we can come in and navigate this, but this is nothing like anything I've ever done. I can't speak for anybody else, but even other, kind of MLM, I mean, this is nothing like anything that, anybody, has ever experienced. So you kind of have to unlearn some things and kind of relearn, how to really navigate this vehicle. And so a piece of that is really in the beginning, really trusting your upline, right? It was your upline that got you to give them, your social and your credit card, so why not share that with the people that you care about? I know this is your business, it's your face, but we can agree. Don't nobody know you as the credit consultant, the financial person, the financial literacy. I mean, no one knows you as this. So as you build up that posture, I'm saying all that to say, posture comes from, you know, connecting with that upline, listening to their flow on the three-way calls, from connecting to all the events, right? Listening to their presentation style, things that they say, nuances, you know, catchphrases, whatever you want to borrow. Remember when we were talking about building our brand, find those different leaders within this platform and within this industry that you can borrow things from to, you know, create, you know, who you are in this. So as a part of, and I was sharing this last night on the Billionaire Bootcamp, an idea or a strategy to help build up that confidence is literally just recording yourself reading the script, right? It could be the customer script, the agent script, because we sometimes, you know, people run into issues where they have, you know, well, people are ghosting me. They're not, you know, they're just not responding. But I feel, and I shared this last night, I feel that the script is received better when you speak it, when someone can hear your voice. So sending voice notes on Instagram, voice notes if you have an iPhone, voice notes if you have Messenger, right, on Facebook. But it's received better because we can agree, we can all type the same thing, but we're not all going to read it and interpret it the exact same way. So to ensure that, you know, that message is getting across, putting that voice to it, right? In a way to, you know, if you feel like, you know, well, still, because real story, one of my agents, they had a meeting set up and, you know, invited me, you know, to come and, be at the meeting with them face to face. When I got there, the individual was, you know, actually in the process of getting signed up as a customer. After I spoke, he was ready to get started as an agent. That switched over. And so he said, the prospect said to my agent, he said, I see why you called him in, because he said, you both were saying the same things, but when he said it, it was something different. So you can't be afraid to, you know, leverage us, right? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to say I appreciated you, Bryce, for leading the way today. And I wanted to give that little piece about building up the posture, right? Because we can say we need posture, but how do you build it up? And so when you get used to reading the script and the flow of how it goes, and recording yourself, so now you're used to, you know, seeing yourself, hearing yourself. Because it was a training the other day. If you can't walk past the mirror and you're not looking, like you're looking away, or if you can't take a picture, you know, and you feel some type of way, you have to let the people know who you are. And if you are running away, you know, from the camera, running away from talking, no one's going to know you, right? You'll never be able to find those people who are like you to build your community, right? So thank you again, Bryce. Anybody else had anything to share?
I just wanted to say this was an awesome presentation, Bryce. I got to get a couple of screenshots in because you were sharing some really good stuff. And as you mentioned earlier, I am learning something. Every time you present, I'm always learning. And we should always be learning. We don't know everything. Somebody always knows some information that we need. And I have to say, you always bring a wealth of information, a wealth of fire. And I so appreciate you for presenting on Wednesdays, but you're getting a little too good, so I'm gonna have to snatch my Wednesdays back. No, I'm just kidding. But I do have a surprise for you guys later. But no, it is amazing. And today, I mean, just how you bullet point everything, and I'm just picking back on everyone, but how you really bullet pointed and really broke it down for even the older people to really understand and grasp, and I'm speaking for myself. It was really good. It was amazing. So I just appreciate you and thank you for this awesome presentation.
Carmela, I see your hands raised. You have something to add?
Yes, thank you, Nate. I just wanted to add something real quickly. I just wanted to say I appreciate the
simplification, just like Penelope act like she in my head, but the simplification of everything, putting it all together, Bryce, that was awesome. You really simplified it and really made it clear to see, because sometimes when you get in the business, especially for a new person coming into the business, it feels like it's so overwhelming. It feels like it's so much, and you don't really understand how to put it all together. And really, you shouldn't be trying to understand how to put it together. But people like me, who's a fall personality, we're trying to put it all together at once. So I think that that was really good. And I just wanted to give like a practical example about the voice messages, and also picking up the phone and actually talking to someone. I had a lesson learned myself with my husband and I. We have a person that came to one of our Wealth and Wings events, and we're working to do a collab with him. He's a financial professional as well, and he
You. Uh-oh.
can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
We can hear you
It was
now.
a
That was
little,
funny.
it was
I'm
a little
sorry.
shaky for a minute, but we can hear you.
Oh, I'm at the park, guys. And it's windy. It's a little windy here with my granddaughter. But I don't know what part you guys heard, but this professional reached out to my husband and I, wanted us to speak at an event on this weekend, but unfortunately we're not going to be there because we're in Virginia this week. So I told him that we definitely want to collab with him. And so I, sent him a message, but my husband said, well, Johnny, he said, well, I'm going to call him. It's been on my heart to call him. So he called him. And this gentleman said, well, I appreciate you calling me because it means more when you call. So that was a lesson for me. And I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, I received that humbling experience. And so it does matter. It does matter. And because we're about building relationships, building valuable relationships, just not relationships, but valuable relationships. And so that was definitely a blessing. And then also about building content and following up with people and things like that. I had a person just before I was leaving out the house today. One of my prospects actually called me because she's ready to get started. So, people will contact you. So the follow-ups and building content, so people are watching you. People are watching, people watch my business stories, and they're reaching out to me. I had a real estate professional reach out to me, told me that she wants to build with me, work with me. So that's huge. So I'm reaping the benefits of that. So I would encourage everybody to really take in what Bryce was saying, and all the other leaders, Jabari, Keisha, Beckon, Alyssa, just embrace it and take it and use it for your business. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna turn it back to you guys. Hope you guys have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. That was awesome. Congratulations on even being invited to that event. Congratulations on your epiphany. That's a congratulations, right? On the revelation. Okay, for real. And even though that's why the voice note, just that hearing your voice, that's right up under the call is the voice note, because it's like a call and a text put together. So if you're scared to call people, send a voice note. Until you build up, obviously that strength within to say, I ain't sending this voice note, I'm about to just call them. So yes, great.
Yeah,
great
the voice note do work, because I talked to this lady probably about 6 months ago when I first got started, and asked her to do a trial run, and she didn't. But last night I made a post, and I used Ajaya's things. Thank you for commenting on my post. Did you like it? And then I sent a voicemail message. We was talking back and forth. She was texting, but I was voicemailing her and asked her to do a trial run, and she did. And as we on Breakfast Club, it's like 3 people commented like, me, I need help, I need help, I need help. So the voice thing is really working. I'm kind of using that now and just speaking. I got a Sable card doing the voice thing yesterday. And actually, I taught somebody how to do the voice thing because he was like, wow, how did you do that? How you talking to me? How I hear you, so how are you doing it? So I was like, I actually taught him how to do it. He was like, that's great. Thank you for that. So yeah, it's working.
That's awesome. I love to hear it.
And then one of and people is watching you. So another person it's like, hey, is you still helping people do credit? And I was like, yeah. And she's actually in Florida. So she'll be at the event with I sent her the event thing. So she's gonna go to that to help support and things like that. So yeah, it's up from here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I hear you, Tasha. You say it's up from here. I know that's right, girl.
Yeah, yes.
It's up.
And as I was talking to Penelope, I was just talking to her about my very first agent that came in. She like kind of went ghost on me, but I was just texting her, you know, this morning and asking her like, what's going on? What can I do to help you out? What's happening? So she's did respond back. Penelope, she's available Tuesday after 10. And yes, and Jabari, she said she's ready to get started again. I was just like, so yeah, that just made me more excited. But yes, I am very appreciative of the upline, and I am taking ownership of my business and really putting forth like, yes, this yeah. This is it.
Go, Tasha, go. I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, I'm coming off.
Yes, I'm so proud of you.
Yes,
so
this is like, it's amazing. And I'm just growing every day and just learning more and more and more and more. So yes, thank you.
Let me hop in here, everybody.
I'm done now.
You blanked out that last thing you said.
I just want to just thank the upline, thank my mentors, thank Keisha, thank Jabari, thank Nate, just everyone, Penelope, Carmilla, Dominique, everyone, just all of you guys just making me come out my comfort zone and just really taking ownership of what I have. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for even just believing in me, you know what I'm saying, and taking that leap of faith with me. You definitely helped me grow as an agent myself, and I'm so appreciative to have you as my number one. Just know that couldn't have did this without you. And I definitely want to give it back to everybody. Like, a lot of people don't know, Jabari didn't bring me in, but he's definitely been there as that upline and just stepped in when my upline quit. So just to have you to run with me and believe and see that vision with me, like, I really appreciate you. And I know that we gon' man, change our family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just taking that leap of faith with me, like, I appreciate you, and you will never even know like how much I appreciate you, cousin. But back to the training, Bryce, you always do an awesome job. And the main thing that I got out of it was, like, of course we know everybody need it, but hold on, Diddy, here I come. But we know everybody need it, but we got to make them want it. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with us believing in the products, knowing the products, and just educating. Because I always wanted to be a teacher. It's funny, like, never thought I'd be teaching credit, but I was that one that wanted like school supplies for Christmas. Like, I wanted a desk so I could play school, and it was like nobody. It was weird, but now that I get to incorporate this, like, what I like to do, and just making sure that I get it out there more, you know what I'm saying? And it's just educating people. You really don't have to sell them, you know what I'm saying? You just let them know, like, this is your options. You have options, you know what I'm saying? And we can get it like that. But yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yes, ma'am. That was awesome. I felt all of that. I'm over here fighting tears. Y'all can't come on here choking up and stuff, getting me all messed up. But yeah, I love it. I love to see the growth, and everybody. Everyone's dedication, your commitment to this call is. I don't even have the word to. It's amazing. I mean, I really appreciate all of you that have, remained faithful, loyal, and committed to, where it all began. And so I'm excited to, further, our times together. Shout out to Ms. Woodbine for providing the platform, right? Shout out, to Jabari for introducing this platform to Keisha. Shout out to everybody, because it's all connected, right? We're all a family. It's good to see you this AM, Leslie. Ashlyn, I see you back in the office. Lord have mercy. Are you excited? Are you excited to be back? Lord. Well, yeah. I don't want to. We've been on here. We've gone over time. I try to keep these. We want to keep them about an hour. So, if there be no more questions, anyone else have anything to add? This was a great call again, Bryce. Thank you so much for this value. This today, Hump Day. Well, if there be no more Hump Day, yep. And so if there be no more, no more questions, no more concerns, I'll see each and every one of you. Hey, Appeles, good to see you. I'll see you all on Friday. Tune in to Penelope. Did you want to? What are the details for you all's call tomorrow?
Wait. Hey. Yes, tomorrow is week 2 of the boot camp. I'll drop in the chat the link. Those of you that are part of the group, you'll automatically get the link. But tomorrow's going to be fun. We've added more information to the information that we've already had. So I'm really pumped about it, because now, since doing this, I can actually say, I am a credit consultant. No, I don't work on your credit, but I could definitely answer a lot of questions. And we have a vice president in the company that actually wrote a credit book. And so I asked her to be a surprise guest on a Breakfast Club, so she could just drop some knowledge to us. So that'll be coming soon. But she's also going to speak on our thing. So let's get ready. Keep getting those nuggets. And I'm just pumped. Life is so good. Life is amazing. And I'm just ready. Let's build. Let's grow. Let's go.
Let's grow. Let's go. I couldn't have said it better myself. With that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and disconnect. It's been a pleasure. I see each and every one of you over the top and at the biz ain't. Peace.